have the prance to it. Bop, bop, well, one night I said to the bassman, give me your identification. He said, it's me, Pharrell.
The bassman, that's what they call him, right?
The bassman himself.
The bassman himself.
But if you come to me now, you're probably wondering if he has just reincarnated, because when I saw Charlotte Bailey, I hadn't seen you for many years, and then I was like, I had to do a double take there, you know, Charlotte Bailey, son of Shadow. Please accept my condolences on behalf of the entire musical fraternity around the world, you know, not just Trinidad and Tobago. And Ife Allen, Head of Communications at the NACC,
yes.
National Action Cultural Committee. It's time for the top 20 Stars of Gold.
Yes.
And, you know, I saw it and I was like, wow, I'm sure it's crossed 30 years now that this has been happening.
Yes.
Yeah? And
true.
so tell us about it.
Yes, so our top 20 Stars of Gold, headed by the NACC, which is our 31st annual this year, will be held on November 23rd at the government campus Plaza on Richmond Street.
Now, before you continue, let me ask you, is it coincident or is it planned to happen during African History Month? Usually?
No, it's not planned to happen within African History Month. Usually we try to fall either towards the end or somewhere in the middle of Calypso history. No, we
Calypso
but we just this year we just ended up going a little bit over this time around. But yes, we, in terms of the top 20, we are celebrating at the top 20 the Calypsos, the excellence of our art form. We have 20 that would have been selected by the adjudication panel this year. NACC would first of all have a forum that would select 40 Calypsos, which is a short list, and then we have a panel of judges that select our top 20.
So the top 20, everyone is a winner, or then you have a number one winner?
We have, everyone is a winner, but we also have our Calypso of the year.
Oh, which you find out on the night?
Yes, on the night.
Okay.
You would find out who that person is. But we have Bodyline, Champions, Change by Helen Francis, Circle Square Science, The Campaign Truck by Chucky, Deadbeat by Lady Watchman, Fantasy Island, The Ladies Man, Hello by Kess, Hulk, Blacks, I Plain Police by Brian London, No Front Page, Dwayne O'Connor, Not Red or Yellow by Devon Seals, One Nation, Aaron Duncan, Queens and Kings, Stacey Sobers, Abraham, Reparations, Tiny, Rowley to Rowley, Tigress, Soca, Nyla Blackman, Song of Inspiration, Karen Ashley, Sweet for Days, Patrice Roberts, and Here for Love by Voice.
You have some very strong strong songs there.
Yes.
And you're celebrating the composers as well as the performers.
As well as the performers. Yeah? But the selection is not based on their performances. The selection is based on the excellence of the song.
Yeah.
You know, the rhetorical devices used in creating the piece and persuading audiences to participate in the music. You know, the whole poetry of talking sometimes about very serious issues and making it easy for the population to absorb and understand.
Which is something your father was excellent at.
Yes.
That's right. Excellent at. Charlene, how do you feel about the whole event being done as tribute to your dad?
Well, I'm familiar with the event over the past couple of years because he father himself won a couple. Maybe more than these good days I might get one. So it's nice to see that. I mean, somebody who has won a couple of these awards, you know, and with his passing, that they could do the dedication. And,
How is it? Yes.
Sorry, just to add, we're also honoring the works of the DeFausto, the original DeFausto himself as well, which came on a bit later, but we are actually acknowledging him as well on that night and his works and his contribution to the art form. So,
will you be performing on that night, Charlotte, as well? Do you know? Not as yet, maybe.
Well, we have two performances that will be done. In honor of him. We have Versatile performing his selection, and we also have Singing Sonia performing as well, because they would have also made their contribution to their tributes to Shadow very long ago, to the whole works of Shadow, and actually made it to the Savannah stage with their calypsos, which they composed themselves in honor of him.
I want to go back to Charlene. How has it been since your dad passed with you and the family?
We actually now going through the trying part of it now with the whole excitement over the arrangements and the funeral. But I must say that with the love of the public, because he's a love human being. So everybody on the road will greet you, everybody have a nice story, they say their nice little words of strength, and that overwhelmed me. Because he knew that, because once he talk about how the people prayers just keep him alive.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing that right now.
Yeah. And what would you say you would hold on to as your favorite memory of your father?
Ooh, that's a hard question. There's so much, because there's a human being I know from a casual line, as a father, as a producer to an artist, as a musician who work with him. I work with him in the tent. So it has so much stories. One of the good things I can always talk about is the stories he have to share. It always have a point to each story, And when I look back now, I could use plenty of these stories to even charting and on my course then.
Yes,
Yeah.
and influence your music as well.
That's right.
Yeah. You think that you have a bit of his creative genius in you? I know you're an artist in your own right.
No, well, you see, come like you're comparing me.
I'm not comparing.
You gave my size 11 shoes, my size 9 foot.
But you never know, huh? You never know.
I will try.
You will try.
I will try.
Keep the legacy alive.
I will
Yeah.
give it a try.
Okay, so give us the information.
So we also have Miss Beverly Ramsey Moore, who is the first woman to assume the position of the president of Pantry and Bego. And she was also the head of Cats and Jammers in her community, Black Rock Steel Orchestra, since 2013, and she will be delivering the feature address. We want to encourage the population to come out and, celebrate the excellence of our art form, the excellence and the work that is put into developing these songs.
Right.
And also to highlight the legacy, because there's no reason why every Shadow, one of our Mighty Shadows Calypso shouldn't be in our primary schools and secondary schools. And
I know that it is, especially in Sacred Heart Girls, because my daughter had to learn one of them for her Sandfest, and I know Sacred Hearts, they do remembering some of the iconic calypsos, and they teach the children, and Shadow was one, so she knows all the words. On that note, I want to thank you both for coming and sharing the information with us. Stars of Gold takes place November. I'm in February already. November 23rd at 8 p.m. at the Government Campus Plaza, Richmond Street in Port of Spain. And you can just go on out and support. It's the 31st annual. You know it's a good thing. I know it's a good thing. And I want to encourage you to participate.